This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan will not participate in today's meeting of his counterparts from the Russian-led Collective Security Treaty Organization, according to a ministry spokesperson. Meanwhile, in an interview published today by RIA Novosti, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Galutin said Moscow hopes Yerevan will reconsider its decision to freeze participation in the body. We hope that our Armenian partners, and we remain allies, will understand that the most effective method of ensuring regional security is cooperation between regional states, and the CSTO platform provides all the opportunities for this, Galutin said. Armenia's future in the CSTO has been in focus in recent months, especially after a comment from Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan last week that Armenia would leave the CSTO at some unspecified time in the future. Instead of meeting with the CSTO, Mirzoyan went to Vilnius to meet with Lithuanian officials, including Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis. At a press conference after their meeting, Mirzoyan credited his counterpart with deepening not only our bilateral relations, but also the relations between Armenia and the EU. In related news, Russia expects to open a consulate in Armenia's strategically vital southernmost Syunik region by the end of the year, Deputy Foreign Minister Yevgeny Ivan told TASS today. Armenia has already agreed to the plan, and it will become Russia's second consulate in Armenia, as well as the second permanent diplomatic mission in Syunik. Iran opened the consulate there in 2022. One person has been charged over an attack last week on Yerevan synagogue, the fourth attack on the city's only Jewish house of worship in the past year. Armenia's investigative committee said today it believes the attack was carried out late at night by a 35-year-old resident of the town of Artashat who threw a brick through a window and then fled. The suspect, who the authorities say has already confessed being motivated by national and ethnic hatred, is now facing criminal proceedings. The Armenian government has condemned the latest attack, with Pashinyan's chief of staff, Araik Haratunyan, decrying all cases of national and religious xenophobia. This comes after 3 separate attacks in the past 12 months, including an attempted arson which investigators believe was carried out by someone who traveled to Armenia for that purpose. The synagogue's rabbi and members of Armenia's small Jewish community, most of whom are Russian immigrants, have expressed their belief that those earlier attacks were provocations organized from the outside. Nathaniel Trupkin, a Jewish community leader in Armenia, echoed that point of view, telling CivilNet in November this was yet another action directed not against Jews, but against Armenia itself, in order to present it as an intolerant country. The Azerbaijani media appeared to know about that particular attack before the synagogue did, and widely promoted a video taken by the perpetrator of his attack. In this week's episode of CivilNet's Weekly Insights series, host Eric Hakopian shares allegations made by billionaire businessman and philanthropist Ruben Vardanyan's legal team about torture during his ongoing captivity in Baku. He also shares an assessment of this month's Yerevan Wine Days festival and reveals the depths of the betrayal by Armenia's CSTO allies in the lead-up to the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 15 million. That's because the European Union is providing 15 million euros worth of funding as part of a state and resiliency strengthening agreement with Armenia, particularly aimed at addressing issues faced by displaced people from Nagorno-Karabakh. The funding was approved today during a cabinet meeting, according to a statement from the Prime Minister's office. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.